All right, as far as this Bishop Dwenger team goes, you guys are sitting in the catbird seat atop the SAC, the only team that doesn't have a loss in conference. So now kind of you got the target even more so on your back. What is that like, and how do you kind of answer the bell this coming Friday?
We try not to focus on it, try to be ourselves, and hope to go out there on Friday and just execute and do our best.
What has been the focus in practice this week after 3 consecutive wins for this team?
Like I said, trying to be ourselves and not changing much, just upping the tempo.
What so far has been working for you guys on the offensive side of the football?
I think our offensive run game has really impacted how we play and how the outcome of the game is for us.
Homestead, obviously a big game this coming Friday. What do you know about them? What are your biggest concerns against the Spartans at their place?
They're a well-coached team with great athletes, fast, can catch the ball, and they also have a good run game.
The way that the SAC is shaking out, I mean, anybody can beat anybody in every given week, and it's kind of unpredictable. But with you guys where you're at, how much of a big game is this for you guys, knowing that this could have a real impact on who does bring home the victory belt?
It's a big game for us. We know that Homestead is a very well-coached team, disciplined, and we just hope to come out on Friday and execute.
Final question for me, what are you most looking forward to about Friday's game?
Probably just how big the game is for us, and it's going to be a fun game. That's what makes the games fun for us, and just playing Bishop Dwenger football.
All right. Anything else you'd like to add, man?
No, sir.
All right. Appreciate it, man. Thank you.
I think it's just really how together we're playing. We're playing really nice, gelling well, and putting everything together real nice. So I think that's going to keep going.
When you take a look at this Homestead game, what are you working on this week that's going to get you prepared to take on the Spartans at their place Friday?
It's just like every other week, just focusing on us, doing what we do, and that'll be enough for Friday night.
When you take a look at the SAC standings, you guys are the lone team at the top. You're the team to beat. The target's on your back, probably from here on out. How big of a game is this, and how much does the standings and the way it's kind of been crazy in the SAC play into your motivation for a Friday?
Yeah, it's really been a toss-up this year, so every game's going to matter for the final standings this year, so we got to be ready each week.
What are your concerns with Homestead?
They're going to be physical. They're going to be real tough. They've got a high-powered offense. We're going to have to try to slow down.
And a final question for me, what are you most looking forward to about Friday night? Should be a great atmosphere, should be a great time for a high school football game.
Yeah, it's going to be real fun, big game, big lights, we're ready.
Are you concerned about kind of their speed on offense? Because, they're kind of known for putting up a lot of points.
Yeah, they are fast, but, we just have to out-physical them, hit them up the line, and slow them down.
All right, Coach, obviously a huge game against Homestead this Friday. What is the focus in practice this week, and what do you have to do to be successful on Friday for these Bishop Dwenger Saints?
Well, we got to do a lot, and we got to do a lot of things right. We've been focusing on vigilance, just being alert, being focused on our jobs. It's going to take everything. It's going to take a seamless, game in all 3 facets. So really, focused on what we can do, what we need to do, making sure everybody's doing their job. When
you take a look at the SAC, it seems like anything can happen on any given Friday night, especially this season. But you guys are in the catbird seat at 3-0. How much fun is it, and what is it like to always kind of have that target now that you're kind of the team to beat in this conference where anything can happen?
Yeah, you use the word fun. It's not one that we would put in the category of fun. I think it's one of those things. I mean, we understand it, I think, in a humble way. It is what it is. We've got a very tough road ahead of us in the next 6 games in the SAC. So it is what it is. Obviously anybody's always you're always happy when you're in that position. At the same time, the target's on your back, and we also know the competition and the games that lie ahead of us. So, we're certainly not in any mode of overconfidence whatsoever.
When you take a look at what you guys have done well, what is it that's kind of sparked you to this kind of start? Obviously a shutout in week 1 against Wayne in those nasty conditions, but just playing good football week in and week out.
Yeah, I mean, I think, there has been some consistency. Granted, we've had a lot of things we need to clean up as well. There's been some turnovers and some penalties that have been very untimely for us in those 3 weeks. But, what you want to do in those first couple weeks, I think at any level, no matter, what game you're playing, I think you want to you want to just go through the process and get better. We've had the ability and the fortunate opportunity to get everybody involved, especially a lot of young guys getting reps that I think in the long run help you. It produces some competition out here at practice, gets guys used to the Friday night lights. And so from that standpoint, we're very happy to be where we're at, having given, being where we're at, given the games that we played and the success we've had. So.
Final question: What are you most looking forward to about Friday night in a big atmosphere over at Homestead and a big game that everybody's got their eyes on?
We just talked to the guys about that yesterday. Fun, that's as much as we preach it. Sometimes we get away from it, and Friday night's about fun. And as a coaching staff, these guys have done an amazing job preparing for the game. And just talking to a few of them, we're going to get them rolling today. We'll polish it tomorrow, and then Friday, cut them loose. And although I won't be a spectator, much like a spectator in a sense, I want to just kind of watch and see where we're at Game 4, given the type of game that it is. So I'm looking forward to it. I'm excited to really give our guys that opportunity.
All right. Anything else you'd like to add?
No, thanks.